Deep to the right field corner. Off the wall. A late start by the runner, and he will score. Now the runner at first has fallen down, and I think he ran into Miranda.
Yeah, he ran into him hard too.
And so the runner will be awarded second base. A run will score. But Clement got a late start.
This is a fairly textbook case of obstruction, type 2. No plays being made on the runner at the time because the ball's in the outfield. The fielder has no right to impede the runner's progress. This is not a base path or baseline issue. We've done videos explaining those concepts before, so check them out if you'd like to learn more about them. And the penalty for type 2 obstruction is to nullify the act. The runner was at full speed towards second at the time, so the umpire rules that had obstruction not occurred, the runner would have achieved that base, so the runner gets second. Remember, benefit of the doubt goes to the team that did nothing wrong. And the team that did nothing wrong is the offense on an obstruction play. The defense is the one who committed the illegal act. First baseman can't get out of the way until the last minute. That's how many obstruction plays happen, but umpire Erik Bacchus recognizes it, points to it. This is type 2, so the ball remains live until conclusion, and then after everything has settled down, you can award bases. That allows you to see things like the outfielder's throw, whether it's a good quality throw or not, etc. So you can have the best view of what would have happened had obstruction not occurred. I think that they get this call correct. The runner's going to end up at second base as the throw is rolling toward third base.
You're not guaranteed the next base. It can be somewhat of a judgment call. And that's what Rocco's coming out to talk about is how can you assume he was going to be safe at second base when the outfielder had the ball?
Kepler played that as cleanly as you could off the wall.
Yeah. But I don't think you can penalize the guy who hit the ball if the first baseman's standing in the path of where he has to run. Usually you kind of have to get up and continue on to second base.
Miranda just walking it back, then trying to get out of the way, but it doesn't matter. Looked to me like Gimenez clearly was intending to go to second, and you can see the throw. The call had already been made. The throw itself was offline, but Rocco continues to plead his case.
And see if he continues on and goes to second base and he gets tagged out by a step or two, then you probably reward him.
Uncle Baldelli's just been tossed out of the game. A rare ejection for the Twins manager. Most of his anger, I think, directed at John Tumpane, and maybe it is complicated a little bit with the fact that we only have 3 umpires and what their rotation is. The home plate umpire clearly has to stay at home plate. We saw Tumpane standing between the mound and second base, and he was the one who made the call awarding second base to Gimenez.
That was actually Erik Bacchus who made the call. Erik was the first base umpire, so you rotate over in a 3-person with a runner on second to be in the middle infield, so you have an eye on both that runner as well as what's going on at first base. Third base umpire stays at third base to play on the runner from second if they advance to third and there's a play there. Plate umpire obviously has to stay home.
It was like Tumpane was tapping his fingers as if it were a timer. He was going to put up with only so much of what Rocco was telling him.
I think sometimes once you start repeating your point, that's where they go, okay, we've heard it.